Hey, this is Josh and you're watching Guitars Ruin Lives. I'm here to talk about Guitars Ruin Lives and create something more in the vein of a traditional video blog. I already want to quit watching this video. I'm like watching it while I listen in my mind or make it. Anyways, I want to talk a little more about Guitars Ruin Lives, and this will be an ongoing thing. And so one of the deeper thrusts of Guitars Ruin Lives is to actually talk about how life with guitars affects your life. And the bait is guitar videos, pickup videos, rock and roll, whatever, cool pictures of guitars and all this. But the deeper conversation is about everything that goes into it, things that musicians deal with, struggle with, love, etc. So I'm gonna make sure to pepper in some playing and some coffee drinking and talk about my guitars, keep this interesting. I love what I have done with this freaking guitar. God almighty, is that cool? Wow, it's awesome. So this is a 2019 Paul's Guitar SE, made in Indonesia, and I yanked the fancy pickups out with their fancy electronics, and I put a vintage DiMarzio PAF, vintage meaning late 70s, mid-late PAF, super distortion, and I yanked everything but the volume control and the switch-a-maroo there. Tone is fun. This is not a great tone. This is a lousy tone. Unless you think it's great, in which case it's great to you. I just turned my amp on, trying to get it going. So, one of the things that I do is I swap pickups, and recently I was swapping the pickups on these, and I posted on Instagram about it, and dude asked, why are you changing the pickups? And the most succinct way I could think to answer him was, for fun. Because it's fun, because it's cool. Of course, there were things that I wanted to be different about the guitar. I wanted this, the more I played this guitar, the more I felt like it just wanted to be a rock guitar and not some versatility machine as Paul created it to be. But most of all, I just want to have fun with it. So guitars do tend to take over, and guitars could be anything. It could be fly fishing if that's your obsession. I'm just going to go there. Part of this is going to be about mental health, for lack of a better term, because as artists and obsessive people, and I've never met a true artist who is not obsessive in some sense, you get into trouble in your head with things, and then we have this external relationship, or this relationship from external to internal, the things that we obsess about and the ways that we are, and the way that that manifests is, having guitars all around your fucking house. So, so the collecting of things and the gear acquisition syndrome and all this, who hasn't been in a guitar shop and seen somebody who's buying one more guitar that they just really, 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 really don't need. That's kind of part of the game. And then who hasn't gotten themselves in trouble financially for something because they just had to have something and then been like, what the fuck was that about? So you got anxiety and obsession, OCD, art, and they're not separate. They're all wrapped up together. And if I'm not some champion of some one-size-fits-all mental wellness, I think it's an individual thing. And for some people, wellness includes doing things that seem really unhealthy to other people. It's your game. It's your life. But guitars are part of mine. So this was just kind of a launch, quick ramble times for the guitar, and wanted to conclude or get close to concluding by playing a little bit. The other thing is, I'm working all this out all the time. I work a day job. I make guitar videos when I can in my free time. I definitely don't practice ever. Things that I wish were different in a way, but at the same time, I know that I'm on a path that's right for me at the time, so I'm not trying to force it to be some other way. Anyway, so I can't freaking play, you know, these days at all, because my hands are like stiff and I'm not like worked up with stuff. But thinking about anxiety and OCD and all those things had me thinking about some pieces of music. Part of my anxiety when I play music is that I have 10,000, or it'd be more realistic, more like 15 at any given time, pieces of music, little nuggets that are floating around and they're not done and they're nowhere close to done, and which one am I going to work on? And they're one another day, and I haven't really worked on any of it. So something that's helping me, I think, is to focus on, it has to be about something. I remember hearing Branford Marsalis speak at Guilford College. Branford Marsalis, from the famous Marsalis family of New Orleans, the trumpeter. I'm sorry, not the trumpeter, that's when the alto saxophone player, another saxophone player. And I was in college in this super heady space where everything was abstract, and he said something that was kind of like a slap in the face to me, which was, music has to be about something. You know, when Beethoven wrote the Eroica, the Third Symphony, it was about Napoleon and about a hope that was bringing to his era and his zeitgeist. And this idea that heroism could be real and could be, you know, that's a word for sure, could be restored. That's where the music comes from. So, and sometimes it works in reverse, where you got this music and you're like, I don't quite know what to do with this, but then if you have an actual anchor for it, a subject, it can be about something, and then you have a different thrust. And so this is a piece that I've been working on for years, honestly, that has just never wanted to be done. I don't know where to take it. So I'm going to work on it a little bit here, and y'all can watch if you want to, and just try and play through the part that I have so far, and with this new focus of anxiety, of trying to tame this bear. Yeah. Sounds like shit. Sounds fucking terrible. How's that go? That's another thing that sucks about playing guitar, is when you suck at it. Also, I'm hating this tone, and I'm upset, and I don't like it. This is constant. This is a fucking constant. Any of you who play guitar know that this is real. Any of you who don't play guitar don't know, and you're just like, I mean, I fucking hate the sound coming out of my amp, like, all the time. Now, some people then choose to spend 3,000 hours getting their tone right, and I just don't have time for that shit. Like, I like writing. I like music. I would love to hire a full-time tone man. Not even a sound man, a tone man. That's a great idea. Where's my tone man? Is he running sound? No, I said a tone man, not a sound man, you idiot. Idiot. Man, the super distortion is mean. Like, it's ugly in an awesome way. Anyway, that's how that piece is going. this bit is Matty Groves, English folk song that's over 1,000 years old. Doc Watson does it like this. Doc Watson plays it in tune. And I'm going to do this weird haunting thing with it like this. Twas on a high, high holy day, the very best day in the year. Little Matty Groves had gone down to church, some holy words for to hear, some holy words for to hear. Yeah, the first to come down was dressed in red, the second one dressed in green, and the third to come down, Lord Daniel's wife, as fair as any queen, as fair as any Little Matty Groves turned to one of his men and says, "See the fair one dressed in white, although she is Lord Daniel's wife, I'll be with her tonight, I'll be with her tonight." Fun with that. I didn't expect all that to happen. So, this is, for now, the Guitars Ruin Lives vlog. If you paid any attention before, I was doing a Shelton Speaks vlog. I stopped. I can start again. You can change your mind. You can do whatever you want. It's your life. Quit holding yourself up to somebody else's expectations, which is actually just your internalized idea about their expectations, which you don't even know what their expectations are, actually. And even if you did, you should ignore them. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like what I'm doing here, tell me about it, please, and tell me what you want to see, because I'm here only to bring value. I will never charge for my content directly. If you just want to send me a check, I won't argue with you, but I mean, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to give, and put it out there and create more community, more value around music and life and guitars. Guitars ruin lives. It's a national fact. Don't you forget it. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.